so far.
It's YouTube.
Dun dun dun.
Featuring Homie Biscuits, aka my wife. So, I get all the questions.
You shouldn't hit the tail enough.
I shouldn't hit the tail because it does this. You're right. I get all the questions about bug out bags all the time. And I get these questions from like everybody, all walks of life. And so in researching bug out bags for everybody of all walks of life, one of our clients actually approached me about this particular bag, which I'm about to unbox. Never seen it before. It's in this box. Truth Bombs. I reached out to them and said, hey, send me this thing for T&E, testing and evaluation. I want to play with it. If it sucks, I'm going to tell the world. If it's good, I'll tell the world. That's my deal. I don't care. Like, this is not third-party advertising. You throw me a bunch of money and then I say nice things about your stuff. If it sucks, I'm going to tell everybody. And what I like about that is the benchmark there is it better not suck if you send it to me because the entire world's going to know. So what is this? This is the 72 by Uncharted Supply Company. This is the Spyderco Cara 2 AdventureFrontier.com. They don't pay me a dime. I don't want them to. It's run by a brother of mine who's an awesome guy. If you want to buy this knife for 30 bucks, you can get it there. T, you're so sales pitchy.
You are.
I'm not sales pitchy. I know good stuff, and people come to me and want to know about the good stuff. And so here we go. All right, the official unboxing. Gotta say it like that, like Todd from The Office. Or
okay.
Steven. Steven's in the copier room. Now this bag is bespoke.
What?
Bespoke.
What's that mean?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
It's nice. You ready?
For people that have.
Watch out. So, here we go.
Yeah, really, we should tilt down a
We
little
will. We will.
bit. Okay.
So it's, what is this, gray? Is that what color this is?
Yes, that's gray with red stripes. Not very tactical.
No, that's the point though. This is very greyman-y. Like blending in a suburban environment or an urban environment.
Oh, that's what gray man means?
That's what greyman means. Yeah. So it's got the straps here. You know what? Yeah, you want to do the tilty thing?
Yeah, I'll do it.
And then we're going to do some close-ups too.
That way.
Yeah, shimmy.
Let's go get your head. Your big
No,
old
you don't
noggin.
need this head.
The big noggin in there.
Let's get into this thing. All right, so it's basically a big dry sack, which is cool. And that's like a coated canvas. It's got a roll top on it. So it's basically a big dry sack. It has a yoke style harness for the shoulder straps, kind of 511-y. They're padded, but lightly padded. Not tons of padding.
Yeah.
There's webbing here, elastic webbing. It's not like Molly spacing, but you could definitely slide a knife or something into that, or route, hypothetically speaking, a hydration bladder hose through there. They're, yeah, piping. There's your standard nylon webbing strap here with your standard buckle.
Yeah.
Like nothing special.
There you go.
Yeah. It's got a waist belt. It's not a very heavy duty waist belt, but this bag only weighs, go put it on the scale. The scale's right there.
Oh my goodness.
Go put it on the scale. In the meanwhile, let's wax poetic about bug out bags. What does it weigh? 15?
It weighs 11.
11 pounds. It weighs 11 pounds. So, you had a quart of water, it'd weigh 13 pounds.
I'm average.
You're above average.
Well, I mean, like,
That's why I married you.
intellectually, yeah.
How's it feel?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are the shoulder straps?
They feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rotate. Okay, cool. So it's got a zipper here, right? Outside pocket zipper. And you could probably fit a smaller iPad in there. I won't say for sure. It's probably a 10.5-inch throw on the zipper. It's got a pouch here for a water bottle, like a Nalgene bottle, for carrying that on the outside. And then it has, rotate counterclockwise, love. Wrong counterclockwise. This way. It's got loops here. You could run beaners or paracord through that if you wanted to. But beaners and paracord usually scream prepper, so.
One thing I'd say is it probably wouldn't fit around your waist.
It wouldn't, the waist belt wouldn't fit around my waist.
Yeah. It, like, where they send it factory, it fits, but I've got, what, 4 inches?
Yeah, maybe 6 more inches.
Right.
So, like, I'd say up to a 38-inch waist, and that's being generous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
then, well, see, this slides up like that.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you can go across. For ladies with the chest issues.
With the extra baggage.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that runs across there.
Right.
That's good. All right. Pop
That makes the pits more comfortable, because otherwise they kind of go into your pits.
Right. All right. Send it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
You can
There
do
we
it. All right. You want to tilt that down? We're going to do one hot take.
Okay.
One hot take. So, there we go. So the bag itself is fairly plasticky, but it's not bad. It's not bad plasticky. You got, there's a coating here on the zipper. See that? That red? That's to help mitigate water from getting in there and dust and debris and keep the zipper clean. I don't know if it's a YKK zipper or not, but yeah, I don't, maybe an iPad, notebook for sure. So, all right, let's move it along. I see this as a very good gray man bag from the outside. I mean, the fact that it's basically a roll top dry bag, I think that's really cool. You can see here, 1 air, it says across the top, 1 air, 2 shelter, 3 water, 4 food, okay? And then on this size, or this side, it says slow is smooth and smooth is fast, which is, you know, true. It's also kind of markety, but here's why this bag got my attention. You ready?
Yes.
You ready,
I'm gonna
babe?
stand over here to this side.
Okay.
So you
Okay. This
can have room.
is why this bag got my attention. Okay? I am a big fan of this. So, this has shoulder straps right here that if you needed to carry this and then use the main bag, the dry sack, for something else, gathering, hunting, scavenging, handing it to somebody else for whatever, you could do that. So the cool thing here is it's got these clippies on the side, and this is very reminiscent of like the Condor or 511, and I think there's a couple other companies, maybe even Blackhawk, if I'm remembering correctly, make these pack inserts. But this thing comes preloaded, ready to go. The idea being it's a one-stop shop, okay? So there's a little zippered pocket here. You can put whatever you wanted to in here, be it, you know, prescription medications, OTC meds, whatever, pencils, pens, Sharpies, maybe a tourniquet, especially a rat's tourniquet would fit in there. I don't know about a cat tourniquet, but a rat's tourniquet would fit in there, no problem. It's there. A large Nalgene bottle, 48 ounce, so 1.5 quart Nalgene bottle, or about 1.5 liter Nalgene bottle, which is, I mean, it's legit Nalgene. You see that on the lid? It's a legit Nalgene bottle, and it's branded with their logo on it the Uncharted Supply Company. These pouches are sewn in. They don't move, but they are here. You know what? Let's do it. Actually, we're not going to do one hot take. I want to move the camera and focus right here, and I'll unpack one at a time and go through it.
Okay.
All right, which one you want to dive into first, babe?
Okay, let's go left to right.
Over here?
Yeah.
Left to right.
Well, I mean, that's your right.
Okay. So in here we have flashlight, lighters, matches, and multi-tool. And so we have store matches with the striker on the side of them. Oh, okay. It's got like a medicine bottle, child-proof top on it. That's probably, you know, a liability issue, but there's store matches in there.
Huh,
yep.
Well, I mean, this is to use, so.
Yep. You've got a J5 tactical-ish LED light. It's like a single AA, if I'm imagining, maybe even a single AAA. Nope, single AA battery with an Energizer battery in it. Again, I mean, you guys watched me open this on camera, so at least they're not skimping on the batteries, so that's cool.
So the fire starter's got like some cotton in there.
Little tinder ball. Okay.
Right. Your matches. I mean, those look like heavy duty.
Right.
Sparkers.
Right. Now, it says lighters right here. It says lighters. I don't see a damn lighter in here. I got one in my pocket.
Did it fall out in the bag?
Maybe. But that's my lighter. And then, so here's the multi-tool. There's it in my hand. It's not gigantic.
Yeah, put it in my hand. That's a girly hand.
Yeah, it's not gigantic.
Because you got big hands.
Yeah, I got them big old hands. But it does have pliers, like jeweler's pliers, and a little tiny carabiner here. And it's got a small knife and file/can opener. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Small screwdriver, and that's really about it. I would definitely add a Bic lighter to that, but it's a start. Oh, electronics. This says radio, flashlight, USB charger. So that's this thing here, hand crank, and it comes with a little USB cable with it in there. That's not an iPhone Lightning connector, so if you have an iPhone, I would get an iPhone cable and put it in there. It's a mini USB, and this is just, you know, branded Uncharted Supply Company, and it's a Dynamo Flashlight. You know, pop this thing out, do the thing, press the button, the light comes on. So you actually have two flashlights with this, plus you have the emergency radio capability. Oh yeah, dog. It's my jam. All right. Sorry. Anyway, so there's that, and then there's some paperwork in there as well. First aid. Let's see what's in here. This says first aid kit, antibacterial wipes, and sunscreen.
Gotta have that sunscreen.
Gotta have that sunscreen. You know, in Arklatex in February. So, you've got some SPF 50 sunscreen. That's actually pretty useful, depending on who you are and where you are and what time of year it is. These are wipes. Chemtrail cough. These are wipes.
I think it's all the barn dust.
This is for showering, BT dubs, and also if you gotta poop. That's what this is about. Pre-packaged. It's got assorted bandages, one conform bandage, gauze pads, 2 of those, triangle bandage, tape, scissors, forceps, safety pins, antiseptic wipes, triple antibiotic, ibuprofen, aspirin, acetaminophen, nitrile gloves, first aid card, in Spanish apparently, and 2 Cool Blaze 1/8 ounce package. I don't know what a Cool Blaze is, but there's 1/8 of an ounce in here times 2. So right off the bat, this is a boo-boo kit. I would absolutely add some kind of pressure dressing, like an Israeli combat wound, or combat dressing rather, and some type of tourniquet, like a rat's or a cat tourniquet. And again, you could fit a rat's tourniquet right here, no problem. And the other thing I would add is moleskin or duct tape for blisters. And then it's just got your stuff in here. There's some gauze, gloves. It's everything I would expect it to be. It's a boo-boo kit, but I would add probably 5x9 combine pads, a tourniquet for sure, and a pressure dressing. Just cause. I mean, tourniquets save lives. It's just a fact that happens. So that's gonna go there. What do you say? Warmth? Okay. Tent, blanket, hat, gloves, hand warmers. Which is cool. You know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking this would make a pretty good car kit as well. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So we have here, and again, I'm still digging the little pockets. I like the pockets. Very,
It'd be cool though if they were like Velcro attached.
It would be cool if they were like you could move them around.
Right.
But
because I mean, you can see like there's space
right
between some of these things. So if you could kind of do your own layout with it, then
you could fit something else in there.
You could fit something else in
there. Here's a good example. Throw that on the floor. But you know, here's a cat tourniquet coming out of the plate carrier. You could put a tourniquet right there, no problem. But I don't think it'll fit here.
No. That's a shallow pocket.
Yeah, it won't fit there. But, you know, hey, and we're here, so let's do it. Shears also out of the plate carrier.
But yeah, that would be one thing I would suggest.
The warmth category, we have, this is basically like a Mylar space blanket. Okay. If cold, place the blanket close to the body with the silver lining in. If hot, deflect heat away from the body by placing the silver side out. Yep. It's waterproof, highly reflective. You can use this for signaling if you need to. These are actually pretty slick. You should have one of these anyway in your kits. You're probably unaware of this, but I have them in all of our kits. They're in there. And they're good to have. They're also $2 on Amazon. So if you don't have one, go to Amazon and get one. They're $2.
Yeah. They also have them at Walmart.
Yeah, they have them at Walmart too. That's true. 2 hot hands, basically, which is cool. A pretty cool hat. It's a poofy hat.
It's definitely greyman.
It's definitely greyman, and it's got their logo in it as well.
Let me see.
Yeah.
See if it's made for Chinese heads. Okay, so yeah, like I have a pretty small head. Me and Harlan have the same head size.
Well, come over here where they can see you.
It's kind of tight on my head.
It'll stretch out. Hey,
Try your noggin.
Give me that thing.
Because you got gargantuan head.
Guys, see, there's a bear-sized head. Be nice.
You're big-headed.
Oh, yeah. How do I look?
Yeah.
And then, so, like, I was at the coffee shop, and Timothy was like, no, you cannot just drink single malt. That is unacceptable. You have to drink unaged bourbon, because that's what all the millennials drink nowadays. And I was like,
I'd be like, did you hear that they legalized missiles?
Yeah, assault missiles.
I know.
They're terrible.
Ridiculous.
They're terrible.
Ridiculous.
You know, I also forgot to to add Brad and Christian at Uncharted Supply Company, who put this together and sent it to us. They're veterans, / contractors who have been there and done things, which is, I think, part of why we were capable of building a rapport with each other and getting our hands on one of these. So there is a good amount of thought that went into this kit.
These I like.
Those you like? Well, show the people. The gloves?
Yeah. So they're like grippy.
Uh-huh, but they're also insulated.
But yeah, they have fuzzies.
You got fuzzies. All right.
Okay, not your arm.
My arm has
is
fuzzies.
Fuzzy, but they have fuzzies inside of there.
Cool.
Which is nice.
Okay, and then this.
But again, the extra large feels
right
sized on my hand.
Well, yeah, you know, Chinese, probably. So this is the Uncharted Supply Company Emergency Shelter. This is basically a tube tent, reflective material tube tent, which again, good to have. Everything in here, right? Like, this is an emergency kit. This is not going out for a day of bushcrafting in the woods kit. This is, this would be great. I think it would attract zero attention thrown under the desk in your cubicle or in the corner of your office or in the back of your trunk or SUV, backseat of your SUV or in your trunk or whatever. It's greyman. It's bespoke. It does not attract a lot of attention. And if you do find yourself in like a suburban/urban situation where you got to get out, if you're walking around with this thing on your shoulder, you're going to attract a lot less attention. Grab that little 511 bag over there if you would, honey. So if your options are this or this, which do you think is going to attract more attention? This one for sure in a suburban/urban environment. So, okay, you can set that back over there, please. So, for that kind of application, you know, if you're trying to just get out of a bad situation where you're at, you know, your office in downtown Dallas and things are starting to go sideways and you need to get out, I think this is worth having in the back of your vehicle. I also think that it would make a pretty good kit for sure with just some basic modifications as far as like, I don't know, removing this assault multi-tool or a couple other things for like kids at college. I think it'd be, again, it's going to attract zero attention. And there's nothing dangerous in here. I mean, of course, you know, words are dangerous at colleges these days, so you got to watch out for that. But otherwise, other than this, there's nothing dangerous in here. So, hey, you hooked yourself on the hook on the hanging scale, baby. Good job. All right, so moving on. Over here, we have air and vision. So let's see what we got. Chemtrail cough. This is M5 emergency filtration mask. Again, branded. It's got their brand on it. But you can see it's one of those masks. Okay, so it's the wraparound time. Full wrap goggles, which is great if you're gonna like put Mentos into Diet Coke. You need some of these for sure. And then you got two Chem Lights here, 6-inch glow stick, you know, civilian glow stick / Chem Light. So like this is just your standard, you know, N95 NIOSH mask. But this is better than this. These are cheaper and easier to get a hold of. So and there's room in here if you wanted to stuff a couple of these in there, you could. But all in all, this is pretty good stuff. The Chem Lights are just fine. This is a decent mask. You know, is it a military grade, you know, gas mask? No, it's not. Are these military specification? No, neither are you, so it's okay. But they're decent goggles, man. And again, like, if you're having to Mad Max it or something, or just think about debris. I mean, on 9/11, how much stuff was flying through the air. All right, so over here in the tools pocket, paracord, shovel / axe, duct tape, knife. Oh yeah, dangerous. Fire starter and water bladder. So, oh, I see Sawyer stuff. Sawyer's good. They may have just scored a whole bunch of points with me. So we've got, this looks like 100 foot. Does not say, but it certainly looks like 100 foot. And it's paracord. Looks like commercial specification paracord. Not mil spec, but it'll do the job just fine. Here is a lid for a squeeze pouch for the Sawyer Squeeze or Sawyer Mini water filters, which I'm a big fan of Sawyer. If you're not sure why that is, go watch my video. The life straw will kill you, or something to that effect. The duct tape here is, what does that look like? About 10 meters? 5 meters. 5 yards anyway. So there's duct tape. Super ultra tactical knife right here. I mean, like this thing is, oh my gosh. No.
Do your shave test.
I will do my shave test. Let's do my shave test. Can you see? Okay. Ah. I guess so. It's actually got an edge on it, which is surprising. But if we're going to go the route of cheap knives that are worth having, I would rather have this Milwaukee that comes with their razor knife, which, there we go. Doesn't always do the flippy thing. And you do have to depress this button to get it to deploy. There we go. But this knife is like 15 bucks. And this thing shaves all day long. So, it's not, and neither one of these is super robust, but hey, it's a knife. It's got a sharp edge on it. It's this weird Tanto configuration. This in here, these serrations are more or less useless. There is jimping on the back of it, and it's actually pretty functional jimping. But there's only about 1.25 inches of straight fine edge of fine blade there. So these serrations, I mean, unless you're going to do some Rambo stuff, you don't need those. And if you're going to do some Rambo stuff, this is not the knife for you. Now also, here's it in my hand. Okay, just for scale. It's not a big knife. Not at all. Here's the Spyderco next to it. It's not a big knife. Okay, so yeah, and look at just the length of the blade on the Spyderco versus the one that comes in this bag. See how much serration there is here? That should really be a fine edge. That should really be a fine edge, at least for me. I don't know what else you're going to do with that. I mean, you're not going to make feather sticks. You're not going to do any carving with that, but there it is. And in here is a small fire steel. Let's see if we can make this do anything. It's kind of got an edge on it, maybe. Like a square edge. Yep. So, yeah, you can pull sparks with it. It's got this super high-tech, ultra-speed, high-tactical, you know, spaceship door gunner sheath that comes with it. But, whatever.
Using.
And this is your shovel axe for when you got to dig up a whole bunch of wood to cut up. This is basically a mini E-tool, okay, entrenching tool, which is fine. You know, you can adjust it this way, and so you've got a pick, right? Or you can entrench with it this way, and yeah. It's got very rudimentary saw teeth on this side. You're not axing anything with this. Like, you're not splitting wood with it. That's okay. The idea behind this is not that you would do something like that, truthfully. It's for digging in a fighting position or making a cat hole to poop in. That's why you have these, okay? But
Whacking somebody up against the head.
yep. Or whacking somebody up against the head. Yeah, you could do that too. So let's see what's up with this. Water filter. And it is the Sawyer Mini. At least it says it's the Sawyer Mini. Let's see. I don't actually see it. There it is. Yeah, it's a Sawyer Mini. And so you've got, here's the insert card. They basically took this out of the packaging it comes in, put it in this bag to get it to go in that pouch. So you got another 16-ounce bladder here. So let's look at carrying capacity. We got a pint here, 3 pints here, so that's 4 pints. And then we've got 64 ounces here, so that's 4 more pints, 8 pints. We got a gallon of water carrying capacity total in the kit. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So kudos on that. And I'll tell you this too, if I was gonna have, like if this was gonna be a go-to bug out bag for me, I would have this full of water already, and then I would have more water next to it that if something got sideways, I could grab it and go. And hydrate while I'm moving without drinking my water that I have stored. And so I'm not gonna rehash my love for the Sawyer Mini, but suffice it to say that while this does have the same exact filtering element inside of it as the Life Straw, you do not need to put your face right down next to the water source to use this. And if you decided, yeah, I want the Life Straw anyway, this thing's inferior, check this out. It comes with a straw that sticks on the end of this, so now you can use it like a Life Straw. It's just pointless to buy a Life Straw when you can buy this. Yeah, I'm opinionated, but this is money that's way better spent. Oh, did I mention lifetime 100,000 gallons? Because you can backwash with the syringe that it comes with. This backwash syringe right here. So instead of like 300 gallons for the Life Straw, 100,000 gallons for the Sawyer Mini. So that's a great choice on the water filter. This is, if in all of our kits we have Sawyer Minis, either as a primary or a secondary filter, depending on what we have going on. I would also add to this kit some water tabs, Aquamira water treatment tabs for sure, just to have them, because if you're in a non-permissive environment, meaning that you can't stop and filter water, you dunk this thing into water. And the other thing that should be in here for sure are some bandanas, because you can put a bandana over the top of this, use it as a screen to pre-filter water into this, drop your water treatment tabs in here, chemtrail cough, wait 35 minutes and then hydrate. Okay, so I would add a couple of bandanas to this and some Aquamira water treatment tabs or any other brand water treatment tabs for sure. And then food, this looks like yeah, calorie bars, and it is. We've got this stuff, the Daltrex emergency rations. What's this, the sugar cookie one? What flavor is this?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love these. They're so good. 2,400 calories, okay? So if you had to ration this out, that's a couple of days. But that's one day if you're moving quickly. So as far as like the 72 goes here, yeah, you can go 3 days easy without eating, but it's going to affect your ability to perform. You know, and you can go 3 weeks really without food before terrible things start happening to you. But it affects your ability to perform for sure. So while there is food in here, I would also think about, you know, maybe adding some more to that. And that could be something as simple as, you know, some granola bars, some Cliff bars, protein bars, peanuts, you know, high density nutrition, high caloric intake food. So that's what's in the pack. This pack right now is retailing for about $3.50, I believe. And it's the Uncharted Supply Company. I'll put a link down in the description. Everything that's in here makes sense. If I could do a couple of upgrades here, I would definitely put a different knife in here. You could buy a $15 Mora Companion and put a Mora Companion in here and be way better off than what it comes with. So I appreciate the inclusion of a knife and a fire steel. And maybe you keep this one in there, maybe you don't, but I think a good upgrade would be to have a Mora Companion in here as your go-to knife. And then the other thing that I would do is throw some more food in there for sure. There we go. Fold up, you little bum. Throw some more food in there. You know, whatever you can get, just some snackies, right, while you're moving around. You've got it. And then I'm big on compass and maps, and so in that outside pocket, I would put some compass, you know, put a $8 Silva entry-level map compass and print out some maps of your area, aerial maps. And I like to get my maps from usgs.gov. Now, it's a very archaic site. It's hard to navigate, but they have really good maps. And I like their combo maps, which are satellite imagery with roads overlaid and topo lines. And so it's a great map for navigating. So you could put that map in a gallon or quart Ziploc bag with a map compass, put that in the outside pocket, and you might also put some printed out protocols of if this, then this. If things get sideways at the office, then I'm going over to Bob's house, and to do that, I got to navigate this way. And then some type of tourniquet, something, and some type of pressure dressing to go with this boo-boo kit, as well as probably some moleskin. Because let's be honest, you get caught in the office and you're in your nice shoes, and now you got to walk. Your feet are going to suck. You're going to hate life. So what do you think about all this?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah?
I mean,
What do you like about it?
well, like, I like that it's compact.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like a closed system.
Mm-hmm.
With that, and like you said, like, it's for an urban setting.
That's where I see it. That's the role I see
would
it flexing into.
Too. Like, just color scheme wise and all of that.
Yeah. It's literally gray.
Right.
It's a gray man. And I do really like the fact that it's just a giant dry sack.
Yeah,
I really do like
that's
that.
cool.
And this is the pocket that I'm talking about, putting your maps in, is this pocket here. I do really dig the giant dry sack with shoulder straps concept. I like that a lot.
Right.
I like the pack insert. I like the way that
Yes.
that's laid out. I like the fact that everything's labeled, especially for a survival noob, somebody who hasn't done this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good entry point.
Right.
I think that you could put a kit similar to this together for less than you could buy this kit, but I like the fact that they've gone out of their way to put all of this together, and yay capitalism. Like, they're providing literally goods and services at a price, so I don't begrudge them having to earn a profit on it. And I think some people will say, man, I'm not paying $350 for that. Cool. Like,
right.
I get that. That 511 down there, that pack, I mean, the pack itself's $100, and there's an $80 knife hanging off the side of it. That's two things, and that's half of the cost for everything that's here. So, I mean, we could run through that real quick.
I was gonna say, like, the stuff in here is good, but like you said, you could probably buy it on its own for cheaper than the pack. But I think what you get as far as the pack goes and the compartmentalization of this adds the extra value.
I agree. I think it's very user friendly.
Right.
And if things were like truly sideways right now, having everything laid out, I think is great.
Right. Like, it's not your long-term bag. You know, and they don't market it as such. It's a 72-hour bag.
Yep.
And to get by for 3 days, that's 72 hours.
Yep,
right?
72
Okay.
hours. Yep.
I think it has everything that you would need. And it's tucked nicely. It doesn't weigh a lot.
Yeah, it's 11 pounds loaded, dry.
Females,
Yep.
no problem, carrying it around.
Even kids. This
Even
weighs
kids,
This weighs
yeah.
as much as our kids'
That's
backpacks.
a good point. I mean, it might be a little big on them, but
I don't even know if it's not that big of a bag, but that's not any bigger than Harlan's backpack. Harlan's got a military style backpack, so that's actually a really good point for kids.
Yeah.
Like, if you needed to have something for your kids, this would be a good place to start.
Yeah, because like he said, everything's laid out, and there's instruction and little like user cards on.
Yeah, there's information cards in each
How
pocket
to
as
do
well.
it. So if by chance your kids got separated from you,
Oh, that's a really good
or
point.
something like that, like that could be very useful for them.
That's a good point too. I think that it's a well thought out kit. I think that they made a couple of budget decisions. I don't begrudge them that, but I would definitely upgrade the knife for sure.
Yeah.
Your knife is your number one tool that you're interfacing with the world with when you're out and about doing things. I mean,
Yeah.
I carry knives constantly. There's 3 things that I always have on me: a knife, a lighter, which there should be a lighter in there. It says that there is, but I don't see one.
Yeah.
And chapstick, because you never know when you're going to need soft, supple lips out there when you're fighting crime. So, in fact, I need to hydrate my lips right now.
With your vanilla mint.
That's for you, Steven. So,
Don't wind it all the way down. You poke a hole in it.
no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I know how to chapstick. I've been chapsticking since you were knee-high to a grasshopper.
And besides that, I think it would be really cool if the pouches were removable.
That's true, too.
Because if by chance you had to, you know, assist someone, you know, 100 feet away, you've got to pick this thing up
Right.
and haul it over there. Whereas if, you know, if you needed to do first aid on somebody, you could just rip off a first aid pouch and go handle it.
You mean like this?
Yeah,
Where you
like
pull
that.
pull the buckle and then pull the pouch off, and then the
Yes.
pouch comes with you. So they could do that. I mean, that would be an added cost to it, but they could put a hook and loop field on the pouch. See, they can't see us. They can't see it. They see us. Yeah, it's like, what the hell are they talking about? They could put a hook and loop field here and have these pouches be modular. The upside, because it's a give and take and everything, this is really hard to lose. You know, it's not like, hey,
Right.
where'd my fire kit go? Like,
No, I
it's
get
attached to the thing. So, you know, it's all a give and take, but I do see the utility in being able to pull the pouches off. But, you know, I'm reminded of that dude on, what was that show, Alone? Where in, like, the first day, he lost his ferro rod, and then he had to tap out because he had no fire and got cold and wet. So...
Isn't it Survivor? No.
No, it's Alone. I think it was Alone. Don't matter. So, okay. Anyway, final thoughts.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I like the bag. I think they've covered everything. You know, that you would need 72-hour wise
Yep.
in this bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
I would get this bag and I'd do $50 worth of upgrades. I'd spend $15 on a Mora Companion and put that knife in there instead of the knife that comes with it. Keep the ferro rod that it comes with. I would add a tourniquet for... You can get a Gen 3 North American Rescue cat tourniquet for $15 on Amazon. So, oh, it's not the Gen 5. It works, okay? Back in the day, they issued squares of linen. That was your tourniquet. So, it's not always a competition to see who can be the most ultra high-speed tactical.
Right.
So, that's $30. And then I would put a Bic lighter in there, $31. And then I'd throw some snacks in it. You know, some Cliff Bars and a few other things like that. So call that $40, and then $10 for Aquamira water tabs, $50. And I think that'd make a very good comprehensive kit in the $400 range. Now, I'm hesitant to say how much my kits cost because my wife is standing right here. But, I mean, you're not wanting for anything. It's not like you're starving because I buy gear.
I need incubators.
You just got another incubator. But this... Just this setup right here. This is $1,000. Stop that. You're fine. It's $1,000. Stop. And the government bought the plates. Thanks, government. Bing. So, point being, like, get over there.
The 2x4's gonna go
That's
over there
it's fine. It's fine.
whack you in the head.
So
I don't need
for
this first aid kit.
$400 including $50 worth of upgrades, I think it makes sense. Could you accomplish it for cheaper yourself? Yes, but if you factor in the amount of time that you'd have to take, and also again, this thing. Sorry.
That's cool. Like,
Yeah, this is like a 30-liter dry sack, and it's really, really good quality. So, the dry sack is very cool. I love it.
I like the
I mean, if you had to use it as a flotation device, you could.
Right.
So, it's just a really cool bag, and I'm telling you, man, nobody would think twice you walking down the street with this. Now, You go walking down the street with a 511 or an Everly stock or a Condor or a Black Hawk or a whatever, a Rothko bag, anything like that. Anybody who's even remotely switched on is going, that guy's a prepper. Something's up, right? Truthfully, I'm like, oh, hey, there goes another hipster. Cool.
Yeah.
But you're switched on and you got your stuff. And it definitely doesn't turn heads, and that's a good thing. And the other thing I'd say is they do make the 20 set or the 24. This is the 72. They also make the 24, which is just a smaller iteration of this. I don't know what the pricing is on that. And again, I think these retail for about $350. So, if you have $350 and you're looking to get in the game, I think this is a good way to go. And
you're looking for a good car bag, like you said, like
car bag too, yeah.
Most people, this is gonna be like you're caught off guard.
Yep. Right.
Something
happened.
Right.
This actually, you said that's a good get home bag. Like I got to get from where I am, get home again. Mm-hmm. Elderly grandma could carry this pack. It weighs 11 pounds.
Yeah. You could run in that.
Heck yeah, you could run in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not gonna be killing your back bouncing that thing all over the place. And
42-pound plate carrier. Legit. No, I'm sorry. Actually, it's 38 now. I took some mags off of it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, man. I mean, I do unapologetic reviews of stuff. Improve the knife, get some water treatment tabs, up the first aid a little bit. Other than that, and add some more calories. The one other thing I'll say, and I completely understand why they don't have this in there, and this will be the bow we tie in this conversation. No comms. There are no comms in this whatsoever. Also add a map and a compass, which I get why they don't have that in there. I get that, but there's nothing for comms in here. So we're operating under the assumption that like cell towers are still functioning, things of that nature. You can reach in your pocket and make a call to somebody. But you could easily add like a Baofeng UV5R to this and side pocket or, put it in down here or whatever. But I think it's a great place to start for a bespoke bug out bag, get home bag, people of smaller stature, or a pre-made kit to throw in a vehicle. A pre-positioned cache, put this in a train station locker or under your desk or wherever, and you've got capabilities with you. And I know people are probably going to turn their nose up at the price, but man, I know people who've got $4,000 pistols. So
right, it just all where you want to throw your money.
Right. I want to throw my money at Keystone.
You redneck.
That's it. That's a review. I'm going to say 4 out of 5 stars. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Wasn't a home. Yeah. It wasn't a home run for those things, and
I think it's a good value.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a great value. I think it's a good value. I think it's a good kit, and I think for just a little bit, $50 more, you can make this thing everything that I would want it to be. In a true disaster or a true emergency to be able to get from where I am to where I need to be. And for $40 more, throw a radio in there, man, you're good to go.
Right.
You're good to go, man. So, but it's a great place to start. Freaking Everly stock makes just a bag that costs more than this system does.
Right.
That's
what I'm saying. Like
the 511 72 bag is $200. The bag. There's nothing in it. It's just ballistic nylon. 7 pounds of it for $200. So when you start adding it up, maybe you could get it done cheaper, but these guys are veterans and contractors who've been there, done that, and put some thought to it. So
I think they made a very well thought out, lightweight,
cool,
easy bag. So
cool. Shalom. Bye. Oh yeah, I gotta hit the button. This is like a super long review. It's whatever. I enjoyed it. Yeah. You enjoy it?
Yeah. That's why
y'all
you
enjoy it?
Oh, we talk so much.
We forgot to do the shouty out things.
Shout out,
Granny B.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, and listen, if you guys are still here, if you haven't given up on this thing yet, whatever, right?
Right.
Granny B, awesome channel. So what's it? Is it just Granny and the letter B?
Yeah.
Granny B.
Yeah. And
Granny B.
Mm-hmm.
Granny B.
And she does cooking and gardening.
She's a homesteader like us. She's cool.
And she's a follower.
Uh-huh.
And just a cool lady. We're going halvesies on some duck eggs.
Duck eggs. Staff Sergeant Badass, Step 1 Survival. What's up, brother? Your name's Badass, so.
How can we assume otherwise?
How dare we? How dare we assume otherwise? You're awesome. I love your content. You're doing great things on Patreon. Bug Out Bubba, dude, bing, awesome guy. When I first saw Bubba showing up in the comments, he had like 300 subs. And because vidIQ, the plugin, shows me when everybody comments how many subs they have, which I love when people are like, you should have done this. 0 subs, no content. Thanks for telling me, who's got 700 videos on YouTube, how to make content. Just saying. So anyway, I was watching Bubba. I was kind of stalking him. And it was like, he's got 300 subs, to check him out. And I think he's at 7,000 now in a short period of time, a few months. So he has some really good stuff. If you like kind of like what we do, you should check him out as well. He's awesome. Home Skillet. If you guys are into homesteading, you should check out Home Skillet. She's cool. Her and her husband, Schnooks. Ozark's Tactical Homestead, OTH, is another great brother of ours, and he's got good stuff there. He does a lot of reviews, so if you like gear reviews. Who else should we shout out? Sister Kate. Sister Kate, Show Farm Mountain. Ozark Geek.
Yeah.
The Arkansas Preparedness Network. I love this. I love Conspire to Bless, because it's like, our channel's growing rapidly, which, thank you. But I think, like, it's our responsibility to say to you guys, buy this gear, don't buy this gear, buy this gear, but here's how you do this thing, here's how you do this thing, here's some other people that you'll enjoy. And, like, we don't make money from this, by the way. By the way, they did give us this. They sent it to us. I'm either going to keep it or send it back. I don't know which. But I don't, like, if you buy this bag, I don't make any money from this. No money has changed hands here, and nor will it ever. It does not work that way here. And the reason that we got this bag was because a client approached me and said, check this out, because I might buy some of these, and I want to make sure that I'm spending my money wisely. So, and Brad and Christian at Uncharted Supply Company obliged us, and so, you know, that says something for them, that when I tell them, if your stuff sucks, I'm going to tell the world, and they go, yeah, it's in the mail. So that's cool. I really dig that. Who else?
Hame Biscuits.
Hame Biscuits. Oh, that's right. My wife's channel, Hame Biscuits. If you're interested in how she's turning my breakfast into my dinner using an incubator, you can go see her.
Or feeding baby goats.
Feeding baby goats. Yeah, and soap making, organic soap making. Angel.
Not yet.
What's up, Angel?
Yeah.
Yep. Who else we got? I love the show. I love doing the show.
I don't know. We have all the peoples.
Pastor Joe. Pastor Joe. That's how Aspen says Pastor Joe Fox at Viking Preparedness. If you're watching the show and you go, who's this? She goes, Pastor Joe.
Yep.
Yeah. So Pastor Joe. And I know we always forget people. Always.
Well, there's a lot.
There's a lot, but hey, we're blessed. So thank you guys for being here. I know this is like a super long review, but I enjoyed it. You feature length. Yeah. Yeah, this is like an hour-long video.
And this is the second part.
It's like an hour-long video.
Yeah.
Cool. So anyway, it's been a blast. Thank you guys for being here. That's our honest opinion of this bag. So...
Sight unseen.
Sight unseen, from unboxing to tearing it apart and looking at it. That's what I think about it. I think they did a good job. I think it's a good value at a good price for what you're getting. And for $50 more, you can make it real good. And for $100 more, you can make it freaking awesome. So, true shalom this time.
Shalom. I'm going to hit the button.
Hit the button.